too close. I'm still too tall. This. Oh, boss towers. We're just waiting on my mama now. Didn't mean to click on that. Actually, yeah, I did.
Come on, come on!
I like this one. This is like the least video on the game. This game's better. And I'm pretty sure most of the talking about is bad. Like this one, it's not that great. All the cosmetic I get, so. Vote Mayor Joker.
Big trouble.
back
Like
away.
it does nothing.
I don't care, I just like it there.
It doesn't do anything. Everybody can still look up here at you.
Okay.
I can see you plain as day.
Alright, who are we doing this on? Joker, Devorah, or Terminator?
Who?
Terminator, Devorah, or Joker?
You might need to angle your camera differently.
I had to point it up so it could see me without have me slouch so much. There we go. So who are we doing now?
Push a little your way. Not hard, just a tiny bit. Okay.
So Joker, Devorah, or Terminator?
What is this anyway?
Mortal Kombat.
And I'm supposed to rate?
Yeah, just pick which character. Devorah, Joker, or Terminator.
Just Terminator, I guess.
The
Why can't you
Terminator.
pick one yourself?
Because you're the guest of honor.
Is it recording?
Yes. We're on air.
When did it start recording?
Like 18 minutes ago.
So,
Yeah, I told you I started recording.
why?
Why not? Alright, so here's what we're doing. You're going to rate it based on pain and how much you like it. It goes 1 to 5. Alright, so what's it based on your liking? Yes.
I mean, is it based on all of those different moves?
It's, yeah, based on the entire thing. Like 1 through 5, what would it be?
3.
For me, it's 4, but the one they originally had planned for Shang Tsung would have got a 5. So on pain, what do you think it would be? So it was a stab through the eye, a slit, side throw, and a slam right on the top of your neck.
I mean, a 4?
I would say maybe a 4 as well. Got Shang Tsung, so he got a 4 for both of us, and then a 3 and a 4 as well.
Stockman. Love his accent. Creepy as fuck.
This is Shao Kahn. He's got the crystal hammer. So, based on your liking this, what was that one?
Maybe a 4.
Alright, for me, it's about a 3. Could have been better. Now, what about pain?
Oh, probably about a 4.
I would say because he did a lot more than what Shang Tsung did, probably a 5.
Elsa.
Now, can they see what they're doing?
Huh?
Can they see the game?
Yeah, it's there's the camera of us, and then this live stream of what we're doing.
The Terminator. Fantastic Beasts.
Yes.
Okay.
If I didn't have my camera, well, I could turn the camera option off and just have audio, but I figured why not have both. She's part cyborg. So, on how much you like it, how much would it be?
A 2.
Okay, now, for me, it's one of the only ones that has you go all around the screen, so just for that, I'll give it a 3. 3 is kind of the baseline. 5, out of, pain, what do you think it would be?
4.
Probably 4 as well.
Chief. Love his accent.
Fortunately, I can't get rid of the
Bones
announcer.
we home.
Bones, sweet home. I guess that's what I get for having Johnny Cage voice announcer. I'd just get rid of them all together and would. Now, what do you think on how much you like it would it be?
Maybe a 3.
Alright. Now, for me, it's a 4. Now, what do you think on pain?
Probably a 4.
I would say 4 as well. So far I don't think anyone's gotten a 5 from either of us.
Nope.
Shouldn't he be locked up? I be whack.
I'll be whack.
Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
There's a few times he actually says the actual title of the thing. Not much. What do you think on how much you like it would it be?
Well, I guess a 3. I thought it was going to be better.
Yeah. I would say probably the best part is where he stabs the knives in their cheeks.
And it cuts him a smile.
Yep. I feel like the initial thing was the worst. The 4 stabs to the back. Now,
Yeah.
for me, on my liking this, 3. Now, what about pain?
I mean, I would go with at least a 4. I mean, he got his head bashed in and then stabbed and sliced and
Yeah.
at least a 4.
I would say if it wasn't Terminator, 5. But since
Yeah.
it is Terminator, only a 4.
Yes.
But since we're basing it on Terminator, if we were basing it on Joker or someone else, it would probably be
Yeah,
a 5.
But the Terminator can take pain.
Sex machine. The Terminator.
Johnny Cage.
Yep.
Special Forces Desert Commander.
Now, do you make it do the special move, or it just does it?
You have to initialize it yourself. Unless you're playing AI fighter, then you would have to wait.
Do you push the same buttons for each guy?
Yeah, it's the same. You just click the 2 back triggers. Based on your likiness, what would that be?
I mean, because I like martial arts, I would give that like a 4. But that's because I like martial arts, so I like all the flips and kicks and stuff he does.
Yeah. For me, it was pretty bad. Because, I mean, it's not really what Johnny does normally. Like, I was expecting a nut punch somewhere in there. But Johnny is, like, a stunt guy. And I guess the award made it better, so I guess a 3. Now, what about pain?
1?
Yeah, because the first one, it's teeth smashing in the teeth, then it's head slammed into the ground, and then it's
And
a
it's
trophy.
the Terminator.
Yeah, and it's a trophy to the nose and a stab to the chest.
So that really wouldn't hurt the Terminator.
Let's see, it'd have to be at least a 2, maybe for the trophy you can stab into his chest.
Maybe with the trophy, but still really close to 1.
Yeah. Right, Sonya.
Future ex-wife.
It was actually voiced by Ronda Rousey.
He's a death machine.
Oh, they have Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, they had her voice her. They don't do motion capture for the game. Terminator they couldn't get Arnold to voice Terminator though. That's why he doesn't fully sound like a Terminator. But we're just waiting for Spawn, who should be out at March 17th.
They probably couldn't get Arnold to voice him because he's a governor of California now. So.
Yeah. Alright, you ready? Based on your likiness, what would that be? For me, it's one of the better ones based for Pain, but visual-wise, it's only 3. Now, what about Pain? I would say did you see the initial stomp she did to right to the side of the leg? I'm like, you're human, that's a broken leg. If you're a Terminator, maybe not so much.
Broken, or maybe just a dislocated knee.
Yeah, and then you got her shooting a blast through your chest, and then a round of bullets straight through your chest. Only thing I didn't like was the stomp to the nose. But otherwise, I'd have to say it's at least a 3.
Yeah.
Maybe higher if it was someone else. So far, we've been at it at 10 minutes for now. We've done about... We're doing about...
The Terminator.
Probably my least favorite arena. Just because it's so loud. It's Cassie Cage, daughter of Sonya and Johnny. I would imagine her middle name is Blade. Harley Quinn skin.
I was gonna say, so why should it be Harley Quinn?
Yeah. Certain skins came out for certain characters. Alright, so based on looks, what would that be?
1.
Yeah. I would say because of the green glowy effect, it's probably 2, just because it has more flair like that. Now, what about Pain? Because technically, it's 2 pistol whips to the face, and you see how big the pistols are? And then...
But it's the Terminator.
Yeah. Maybe he'd have to place his jaw back in. At most from those.
Maybe 2.
I would say if it wasn't Terminator 3, but since it's Terminator 2. And then we're going to move on to the, 4th Special Forces character. And then there's one more, and that's his daughter.
One-man army. I be black. Kodos Coliseum.
You know what weirds me out? So Jax lost his arms, lost them. So why is there blood and guts in his arms? I never understood that.
Maybe it's just the ripped up muscles and fat.
Well, he got his whole arm from shoulder ripped right out.
Yeah, well, you have muscles and tendons that connect your shoulder to your arm.
So what,
and
if you go into the metal?
Off and the rest is hanging, it would be...
Oh no, the entire arm taken off. Both sides, entire arm's taken completely off. Right. Bones, everything.
Okay, well, your bone here is hooked into your shoulder, and there's millions of tendons that come across it to hold it in place so you can move it. So if you rip that bone out, those tendons are still connected to this bone and hanging out, so that makes it look like guts.
So that means technically it could go into the metal arms and connect to everything?
Tendons, yeah.
Based on visual, how was that?
I didn't like it. I give it a 1. I ain't like it at all.
You didn't like the glowing hands?
No.
All right. Well, I think it's one of the better ones because it fits Jax. He's a wrestler and a boxer, plus a military man.
I just thought it was boring because he was like slap, 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 punch. It was just boring.
He did 6 punches and another 6. He only did 1 slap.
Whatever, it was something, but it was just dip, slap, slap, slap.
Alright, well, it's 3 for me. Based on Pain, what do you think it'd be?
2?
Well, he got the Terminator to spew out blood from his mouth, didn't he?
When he punched him in the stomach, yeah. But...
And then he also broke his nose, and then Sonic smacked his ears, which means Terminator's audio processors are probably broken. And then a buckshot to the face. I would have to say...
the buckshot does travel, so maybe a 3.
Yeah, so it's probably rattling around the Terminator. I have to say a 3 as well. Alright, so now we're moving on to Scorpion, who probably has one of the most damaging fatal blows, in my opinion at least. And you'll see why.
I like Sub-Zero.
Well, Sub-Zero's at the end of the row.
He's a death machine.
Well, he was in that very first one.
Yeah, it's because that's where player 2 starts.
Wait, he's the one that has the vine that comes out of his hand, right?
That chained kunai.
Well, if you watch the very first one,
I know, it's
it
a
comes
rope.
out and it's a rope with the.
Yeah, they redid it so where now he's got it in his hand all the time. He's not a revenant anymore, meaning it's not in his body.
Oh.
You see why I said it's the most damaging? Alright, so what do you think?
That one was good. I like how the chain goes out and grabs it and
So,
pulls it back.
what about, like, looks?
Crazy.
What would you say on looks?
That was a call. My phone was vibrating a ton.
So how do you think it looked?
And the looks, I mean, I would probably go with a 4.
Okay, I had to say because of how the lighting is made, a 4 as well. Now what about pain?
I'd go with a 4.
Now if it wasn't Terminator,
Probably a 3.
wait, what?
Probably a 3.
But Terminator is stronger, so I would have said 5 if it wasn't Terminator.
Sorry, I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah, 5.
But for Terminator, it's still a 4.
5, that's what I meant.
See, if we were using literally anyone else, we probably would have given a crap ton more 5s out.
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck. We move on to the previous Sub-Zero.
Mr. Emo.
This was the first Sub-Zero, but he died.
Oh, that's what the new Cybot is?
Yeah, it's only Boone and Tobias backwards, so. Oh, that's the bat.
Tobias Boone.
Yeah, but it's like both of the people who made it.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's actually the Batman Who Laughs skin I was telling you about.
yours is E-Doc.
Okay. What do you think about that one? So
3.
looks wise, it's 3. I would probably
I
have
like
to
his
agree.
weapon thingy.
A sickle?
Yeah.
Alright. What about pain?
Maybe a 3.
Honestly, I think it could have been better. I would say 2 because, well, again, it's the Terminator. If it wasn't Terminator, it would be a 3 for me. But what raised it from a 1 to a 2 was the sickle through the head. But the drop kick and then the slam of the skull probably wouldn't do much. Because if it was natural brain in there, it'd rattle your skull around so bad you'd probably be dead from that.
Love his accent.
Yeah. I spelled it the same way Mortal Kombat had it spelled, with 2 Ks instead of 2 Cs. But I got Killer Croc. Yeah. Whenever Spawn comes around, I'll have you look at Spawn and stuff. But he should be around at least March 17th. That was his original release date. Alright, looks-wise. How would you say?
3.
I'd say it's a 4 just because he rips an arm blade out of his arm.
I only give it a 3 because if you've ever watched Terminator, blood doesn't come out of him.
Yeah, well they had to do something. This is Mortal Kombat. If they didn't do blood, fans would be outraged.
Yeah.
Well, technically Terminator, I guess, had to tone it down just a bit. But what do you think about pain-wise?
3.
I would say that was more killing blows right there, so I'd have to say at least a 4. You want a blanket or something? I know, I'm shivering. That's why I turned my air conditioner off. Alright, now we're on the Raiden. Raiden probably has one of my favorite.
He's a death machine.
After guys.
Tank garage bunker.
I liked the first movies when he used his electric eyes.
He can channel electricity through all of his body, yeah. But I'm not sure he uses any attacks where he summons lightning from his eyes. Well, actually, maybe. He can summon lightning from the air. Not sure if he has to use his hands to do it, though. based on looks, how good was it?
Well, I like him, so 4.
I like it. So I guess 3. Now, pain-wise, what do you think it'd be?
Probably a 3.
Now, what I like
Maybe
most
a
about
4.
what I like most about this is the initial 4 smacks. But I feel like it could have been better if instead of jumping or going under him and stabbing him through it, he could have just let him land on the staff and then he just slams his feet through him and probably made it a little better. But I would say at least a 3. Will almost be the Sub-Zero. We just got one more character in his way.
Jackie Briggs.
That's Jax's daughter.
The Terminator.
Terminator.
The
The
Hourglass.
Hourglass.
I hate that it says Kaya's age, but they just still say
Why does
Hourglass.
she have a different outfit on and then it changes really quick?
Because it has a set default outfit, and then it has my actual outfit that I have on it. So it's got changed from the default to what mine looks like. So looks-wise,
That was alright. Maybe a 3.
yeah, I could say a 4. What about pain?
Probably 3.
I would say just because the bullets go through you and then come out, probably a 4. Because if it went through Terminator the first time, it's coming out again.
They went through, hit the thing, and bounced back, and went through again, and came out the other side.
She first shoots 5 bullets, they go through, bounces off the wall, comes towards him, and goes right through again.
That's what I said.
But technically, it's just going through the same wound, meaning it shouldn't hurt half as much anymore.
Seems like it.
Maybe if the bullet's really hot, then it would probably burn as it's going through.
How many more we got?
7, 10, 15, 16.
Tundra.
And just be glad I'm not making you watch the crushing blows. Because there's 5 loadouts to have, like, different crushing blows in it. That's actually a promotional skin. They give you Dimitri Vegas, a famous DJ. They actually give him a different voice, too, which is nice. So it's not,
It's Dimitri or Dimitri?
it's Dimitri or Dimitri, I don't know.
Probably Dimitri.
Yeah, I just say Dimitri.
Caught it.
Now, looks-wise, what would that be?
I'd say a 4.
I'd say 3. Now, pain, what would that be?
4.
I would say 4 just because he drags the axe down his chest.
Yeah.
Other than that, this slam is kind of boring.
Wonder from down under. The Terminator. Terminator.
That's, what's his name?
Kano?
Yeah.
You know his real name's Kane?
Well, why do they call him Kano?
That's his nickname, I guess. I guess he just doesn't want people to know his real name. Even though all you gotta do is take the O out and put an E in, and you got his real name. Alright, looks-wise, how was that?
2.
Wasn't the best either. 2. And what about pain? I feel like the only thing that didn't really hurt was the fall down where he slant, where his foot smashed his head into the ground.
3.
Personally, for me, what really sealed the deal was the rib kick. Because, like, if you were human, you probably got a shattered rib. Especially since this Kano is cybernetic, meaning he deals probably more damage in real life. I mean, probably more damage. I'm actually going to give my first 5 out to this one, just because it's Cyborg Kano. So if you have yet to give a 5 out, but I've given a 5. Alright, so now we're going to move on to our resident speedster.
Captain Hooks.
Oh my god, Captain Hooks.
Love his accent.
Oh my god. I never heard that one before.
Fire guard.
I got the strangest hook swords ever. There's no one watching because there's no one awake. But I end up getting at least 2 views on something. I more than likely think it's you and Jen. This is the first one I've recorded in a while. Yeah. What do you think look-wise? Like, it's one of the better visually appealing. For me, it's a little better, so I'm actually give this my first visually appealing 5. What about Pain?
4.
Yeah, because first of all, he starts off by hitting you twice, then he goes into a barrage slash, stabs you, kicks you up, rips out. I think he even kicks you in the nuts. And then he goes right under the jaw. Oh, your tongue probably got split in half.
People do that in real life just because. So they can have a snake tongue.
As for that, he's getting a 5 as well.
No, there was a girl that I saw on a YouTube video. Her whole process, she had her tongue pierced, where the hole was in the center, and she took like strings, like thread,
The Terminator.
wound it through the hole, the piercing hole, and tied it tight to the tip of her tongue, and just kept putting new pieces on and tying it tighter until it fully split her tongue. So she looked like she had a lizard tongue. She did it all by herself without getting it cut. She did it by putting string and tying the string tighter and tighter and tighter until it split.
If I actually wanted that to happen, I'd just have it tied around the back of the car and said, go! But I just...
Well, that would be like just with your head
Probably. Visually, how good was that one?
I liked her little fire dragon. So
Not a her. Not a her at all.
Then why did it sound like a her with all the here?
That's Liu Kang. The guy who looked like Bruce Lee in the first one? Yeah,
It sounded like a girl in the audio.
Well, they're not allowed to exactly show the tits, so... Like...
Show the what?
You heard me? Shut up. They're not exactly allowed to just show a bare chest. It's a female. So...
No, but you can still see it in their clothes.
Yeah, but he's not wearing a shirt.
She still sounded like... It sounded like a girl.
That's because that's what most martial arts sounds are. Ooh! Alright, so visually, what would you give it?
Was this the one that just had that little dragon thing?
I mean, it changed yet, so yes.
4.
I'd say 4 just because the cracks that go along the skin. And what about Pain?
3.
It starts off with nunchuck swings, then a dragon bites down, then goes through you, burning you even more, then the punch. I'd say about 4. Now we're coming on to one I seriously don't like. That's Katana. Who comes with a Catwoman skin.
I be whack. Coliseum Beast Pen.
So Catwoman's gonna take on the Terminator. So visually, how was it?
Well, I mean, it looks like almost like one of the other ones, so I would go with a 2.
It wasn't the best. I'd say a 1. It's one of the worst ones. So Pain.
2.
I'd say just because if you were human, you got stabbed in your chest, it was probably near your nipples. Probably hurt. Oh, I thought you broke something.
In my pocket.
I was about to say.
Stuck on my neck.
I was about to say you broke my chair.
No. And even if I did, I bought it.
Now here comes one. Probably the. 1, 2, 4, so 6, then it's 4 again, 10, 11. You got 11 left.
Love his
You need
accent.
to hurry up.
It's not my
If
fault how long it
walls
takes to
could
load.
kill you.
This is...
And while we're talking.
Oh, well, I don't really want to do that. I feel like it's better to have it stay on the screen. So I told you to come up earlier, but you didn't do it. I can't help that.
I was busy.
How was it? Visually?
3.
It's about 4, I guess. Pain.
Probably 4.
Now, because of the punches, the throat slit, the back cut, and the face cut.
I say because it's metal on metal with the turn.
Yeah, but not Liu Kang, Kung Lao's hat's made of an alloy that's much stronger than Terminator, meaning it would slice through easier. So he could sever, and Terminator does have a spine, meaning he does need that. So that technically means it would probably deal more damage, probably paralyze Terminator. Alright, so after this one, you only have 9 left. Wait. Yes.
Foxy lady. Ow! Use a death machine. Liu Kang's House of Traps.
Is that a girl?
Yes. You can tell by looking at the chest.
That's what I thought, but I was making sure.
So, looks-wise, how was it?
I guess a 3.
I'd say 2. Now, pain. Now, remember, that little, glaive, that's large. So when it slashes or cuts you, it's much bigger. So first she dragged it down their back, then slit their throat and stabbed them straight in the skull with it.
3.
I'd say 4 because it's huge. Cause more pain. Even though the Terminator has like 3 holes right here in the side of his head. They're probably just very deep.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
The Terminator.
It's the only character I use a no mask equipment for. Only character I use on my main one for. Ironically, she has the worst range for her fatal blow. She has to be right in front of you to grab you with it. Well, that's gonna suck trying to get the frickin' fatal blow thing with her. 'Cause it's not unblockable. Visually, how was it?
4.
Alright, 4 as well. It's better. Now, pain.
At least 4.
I'd say so as well. A lot of them start with like repeated stabbing or something like that. Oh, here comes my favorite visual-wise.
I be black.
He has like the best visual
Everything
one.
must go.
Time for a real 6-shooter to step up to the plate. Looks.
I'd say a 4.
Dang it. I'm going 5. Now, pain. It's the original 5 shots started off. Then he shoots about 5 more times. Then he throws the gun into their nose, ricochets 2 bullets. So I'd say 4. You know Noob Saibot? He doesn't have a nose. He's a ghoul, so he's missing his nose. So I'm like, if Aaron threw his gun in his nose, it wouldn't do nothing. Well, it probably actually hurt.
Yeah, it hurt because it's still going to his face.
Yeah. Alright, now we got probably the worst.
Ladybug.
Like, she's probably got the worst everything. Looks and, like, damage.
Thought she's supposed to be a spider?
No.
Why does she have long legs?
Those are her, opavitors. They're opaviers, I don't know. They're like 4 extra things that on her back, so she can actually do them. Okay, so through the Yup. She's a humanoid bug. So looks,
One.
I'd say so too. Now damage. First one was through the leg, then through the cheek, then in the ribs, then in the fort, and the sides of the head.
Maybe a 2, but that's pushing it.
I'd still say it's a 1 just because it's Terminator. Now we're moving on to the 6th to the last.
Kombat. The Terminator.
And a character I'm personally bad with.
Freaking tank garage.
Now looks, how was that?
2.
Alright, I'd say 3. Now damage?
2.
I'd say 3. How'd you give it both 2? It's time for Terminator against Terminator.
Terminator.
Madicon.
Madicon Square Garden. Oh my god. That is so scary.
Get over here.
Now looks, how is that?
1.
I'd say
Just as bad as the spider one.
I'd say a 2 because he gives the thumbs up, and because he says get over here. Now what about how?
He freaking headbutts in his stuff.
He shoots him point blank with a buckshot shotgun. That has enough force to make the Terminator recoil, even though he can handle like 2 tons.
Then maybe a 2.
And then he grabs him and throws him straight into the ground, meaning their face is making a collision and probably breaking their cheekbone.
Still not going more than 2.
Then he gives a punch to the nose and a headbutt straight to the skull. That's a 3 at best.
Still not going more than 2.
You suck. You suck.
How many more?
4.
Hardcore historian. Ow! He's a death machine.
Again, just be loud and not making you watch the crushing blows. Those would take much longer.
Just put me to sleep.
It's already late at night. It's 11:32. And we started at like 10:28. Looks wise,
3.
I'd say 4 just because he rewinds time. Pain?
4.
Yeah, I'd say 5. So that's my third 5. Pain. You haven't given a single 5. I'd say just because he makes them smash their teeth in.
Too many hands.
And probably force their teeth in their gums. You got 2 left after this one. You got 2 left after this guy. I noticed. Looks wise, how's that?
4.
Yeah, I'd say 3. What about pain?
4.
I'd say about a 4 as well. Maybe if the first shot wasn't so weak. Alright, moving on.
Scream Queen.
Oh,
Ivy Black. Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
She got snakes in her hair?
no. Her hair, she's got free control over her hair.
Oh.
You get food stamps like an 8, right?
Yeah, probably 8 in the morning.
If I woke up, then I'm bored.
I have to do the work by 7:30. I'll be gone by a little after 7.
Well, can you just leave the food stamp card there then?
Why? What exactly are you going to get?
I'm just gonna go down to a gas station over there, grab some chips, some candy, and a drink. Now, what do you think looks wise with that? Or were you not paying
I
attention?
wasn't paying attention. I have to play it again.
Looks wise?
Maybe 3.
4, just because she's one of the only ones that flies into the air.
Yeah.
Alright, now, what about damage?
Probably just a 3.
Yeah, probably. Now we're on to our last one.
This
And
one better be good, because so far I haven't seen any 5s for pain.
I would say hers is one of the better
Set
ones for
trip.
damage. I'd have to say at least.
Use a death machine.
Is he saying lethal or
Liu
music?
Kang's House of Traps.
I can't tell if he's saying music or lethal. Kinda sounds like he's saying music, but I want to believe he's saying lethal. I think this is one of the only ones that like actually targets the nose the best. So looks wise,
Probably 4.
I'd say about a 4, maybe 4.5. All right, now what about pain?
It probably still only go with a 4.
I'd have to say a 5, just because it hits the same spots.
Yeah, maybe a 5.
So we have a maybe. So Centurion's probably the only one. If it wasn't Terminator, again, we'd have more 5s than anything. So maybe we shouldn't have gone with Terminator. Well, then we can safely say all the ones that were 4s were more than likely 5s if it wasn't Terminator.
If it wasn't Terminator, just round them up 1.
So that means everything that was lower would have been rounded up by 1 for
Yes.
every character. Well, that's it.
It wasn't Terminator.
That's it. You're free to go.
Okay. Thanks.